Here, our goal is to determine the size of angle x. Notice that this useful geometrical rule states that vertically opposite angles are equal. And notice that according to this chart, if we have this angle here, which is angle B, this angle B is vertically opposite to this angle, which means that they are equal because vertically opposite angles are equal. So angle B and angle B are vertically opposite angles and they are equal. We also have angle A, and angle A is vertically opposite to this angle, which means that they are equal. So both of these are angle A. Both of these are equal in measure. And so if we come here, this is going to be able to help us to determine the size of angle X, because if you notice, angle X is vertically opposite with this angle that measures 37 degrees. So these two angles are vertically opposite. What does that mean? That means that they are equal. And so that means that the size of angle X is 37 degrees because vertically opposite angles are equal. Next, our goal is to determine the size of angle Y. And notice that we have this chart that tells us that we can often spot co-interior angles by drawing a C shape. So if we draw a C shape, that can help us to identify or locate co-interior angles. Notice that we have here the C shape. And so we have here two angles that we have, 37 degrees and angle Y. These two angles are co-interior angles. And what do we know about co-interior angles? Well, co-interior angles, according to this useful geometric rule, co-interior angles add up to 180 degrees. And so that means that the sum of 37 degrees and y must add up to 180 degrees. And so if we want to figure out the size of angle y, we would subtract. We're going to say y is equal to 180 degrees minus 37. And 180 degrees minus 37 is 143. And so that means that the size of angle y is 143 degrees. Next, our goal is to determine the size of angle z. Here, we have, according to this chart, that we can often spot interior alternate angles by drawing a Z shape. So a Z shape would help us to identify alternate angles. And so we draw our Z shape. And notice that we have angle Z and we have this angle that measures 93 degrees. And notice that we have the Z shape. These angles are alternate angles, angle Z and this angle that measures 93 degrees. They are alternate angles, and alternate angles are equal. So we have this Z shape here. Notice we have this Z shape here, and this angle measures the same thing. They are equal. And so that means if we want to determine the size of angle Z is going to be equal to 93 degrees.